Alright everybody, here we are again. This is Matt Kufal. I'm here, another student here at Jaltest. Alright, today we're going to be talking about the Jaltest system. That's Jaltest. Software used to test the trucks. Nice thing about this, there's a lot of things you can do with this system. Alright, so what we're going to be working on today, it's a 97 Peterbilt 6-pin with the 1708 connector. Alright, 1708 connector. We know it's going to be running at about 50 to 80K on the baud rate. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and I'll show you, if you have never seen it before, this is where you connect up at. Alright, here's our Jaltest unit. Nice little linked in, power is applied, ECU, PC. So we are connected, we're good to go there. Like I said, I went ahead and already connected it up. That way we didn't have to sit around and fiddle fart with that for a little bit, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started because the system likes to take just a little bit to, doesn't, you know, sometimes they don't want to play because it is a Windows style unit, all right? So we got this thing started. So like I said, it's a 97 Peterbilt, all right? It's a big old car hauler, but it still works. All right, so when you open this program up, as you can see here, you have different connectors that you can connect into. We already know that we have the 6-pin. Go ahead and connect up. We already said it's connecting. It is connecting. So far so good. We'll see how this runs from now. Once this gets connected in, at about 84 or 85%. All right. Now, I went ahead and skipped putting the serial number in because we already have it. Once this gets done reading here. Come on, computer. Because see, as you see right now, it's starting to pull, they'll start pulling codes and all faults. Anybody can do that. The neat thing is when we actually get the good stuff. All right? So, like I said, we can already pull codes. Anybody can pull codes. That's not a problem. A good person can get into this and actually start pulling live data. They can also run the retard test, which we may or may not get into that. That's a whole system test that runs it through all kinds of cycles. It's a good test to run, especially if it needs the carbon blown off. That's a big reason for that. And a few other reasons it could go into, but it tests everything when you do that, okay? So looking at this, we are still playing. It's still reading, as you can see. Like I said, still doing default codes. Hopefully. Okay, so from here, we can go into the basic live data if we want to. Neat thing about this, it's going to give just a basic set of some of the data we're going to be using. And the cool thing with that one is you can get into, especially if you're worried about your voltage. What's your voltage? Do you have it? Without getting out the voltmeter and setting up and getting your volts there, you can check it from here. Okay? So while this is running, getting its ever so great thing going on. So we got 12.4 volts there. Alright? Neat thing here, odometer distance. So you can check your odometer here and then go check it in the truck to see if that works. Total fuel usage. Economy, engine speed if we actually have it up and running, the operational hours. All right, when you start running it, you can actually go in and get the live, the pedal speed, the speed limits, cruise control. This is the things that's already set at from here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started, and we're gonna start getting some data on this because you know what? That's when it gets interesting, people. All right. So we got it on. All right. Yeah. Now let's have some fun. All right. We've already got the engine temperature coming up. Engine loading. But what we want to go into special features here. Alright? So, stuff you can do. Speed modification, speed limit modification. So, with that, you really want to watch when doing that, because yes, the driver may want you to do something, and the manufacturer is going to, or the owner is going to tell you no. So watch what you're doing with that one. So when it comes up, you got to click it here. I'm not even going to show you the last bit of the code because you don't need to know it. Because we're going to activate the expert mode. All right. So. And as it's thinking for a second, yes, we're going to wait. And we're connecting. Maybe it'll get done. Alright. Control unit password protected. These passwords may be requested. Control unit factory password. Okay. So, vehicle speed limit is set at that. Current value. Great. Cylinder test. Yes, I've read. But as you can see, this is all things you can do with this, and you can start changing things, especially if you get into the expert mode. So here's the neat thing. All right. Flywheel side. All right. Wow, look, we got our RPMs running up. Now, I'm going to put this right here. See? No, yes, I'm not going to drive this vehicle around with this computer hooked up. But we can check the RPMs, the coolant temperature. All right? What else can we do while we're sitting here? Injected code modification. You really want to get into that one. All right, axle modification. Front axle module checking. All right, so let's go back to some live data here. Now, a few other things you can get to is you can check the parameters. Parameters are really neat to check and tell you exactly where your vehicle is supposed to be set at. Those are nice when it comes into, is it actually meeting all the right requirements while it's sitting there checking the data and everything. All right, hold on a minute while I get another thing pulled up. All right, everybody, I'm back again. Now, something I pulled up, and this is a great little data tool, is the driver operation data. Now, the neat thing about that one is if you have an owner that wants to know everything that the driver did while he was gone, look, time driving, the distance, fuel consumption, operational time and idle, operational time idle speed, maximum vehicle speed of the engine. So, nice thing about this is that you can give the data to the owner and they can be documenting everything on there, and it's a great way for them to check the books to see is the driver skimming on the books or not. Alright, we're going to go pull up something else in a second. Alright, I'm back again. So, something I brought up so you guys can know. So, I went into the actual engine itself so we can figure out a few things. So, engine vehicle identification number, engine control number. Neat thing is the parameters. Alright? So, yes, I've read this. Boom. We have all this data, idle speed, RPMs, okay? fan type, power takeoff motor. You know, so much stuff that you can do with this one. This is a neat one. Display parameters. Like I said, it's a Windows unit. Sometimes it takes a little while to get everything to pull up to make it look right, right? Current values. All right. ECU data. If we need to do any calibration, injector calibration. We want to read it, modify it. All right. I'm telling you, this is one of those programs. You want to get into it. I know this sounds bad, play with it, but there's so much you can do with this. Okay. Current values. As you can see, cylinder 1 is at 4217. Injector codes, okay? Operational data, total trip data for operating times. You know, like I said, we can go, boom, live data. I want to do engine RPM, and I want to do fuel temperature. You know, hold on 1 second. All right, guys. So I went into the engine management system, the unit injector system. I had to look at the screen to make sure I said it right. Look at this. Hey, look, you can even change. Everything's changing as it's going. As we're just sitting here idling. Fuel temperature, inlet manifold pressure, fuel limit. There is so much that you can do with this. I can't. In a short amount of time, I can't even tell you everything it can do, all right? The biggest thing I can tell you is you gotta watch when you're playing with these, because you can seriously change some data that you have got to let. If the manufacturer or the owner does not want you to change it, don't change it, okay? So if you have any questions, let me know, leave me a comment, and I will see what I can do. Have a nice day.